I was playing with my dolls and my mom was playing with me. But then my mom called me down for dinner. My mom always had a smile that lit up the room, but only this time when she smiled, the funeral room went silent. After learning Morse code, I couldn't fall asleep. The knocking on my door told me to run. I was watching a weird show on TV. I was watching it for 3 days now. But the show in the end said, wake up now or never. Me watching Netflix. Choose never. My parents told me I was too old to have an imaginary friend and to get rid of her. They found her body the next day. Fuck. My Zoom teacher keeps telling me to tell my sister to stop running around in the background. I don't know what she's talking about. I live alone. Fuck no. The babysitter asked why I didn't mention the 2 other children. I only have 1. I found a dead body in the trunk yesterday, which is strange because I remember putting 2 in there. I was having a staring contest with my doll. I won. I went to my friend's house and I needed to use the bathroom and her brother gave me a water bottle. I said thank you and told my friend her brother was nice, but she said she doesn't have a brother. Who was that boy? At least he was nice. I woke up to hear knocking on the glass. At first I thought it was the window until I heard it come from the mirror again. Getting rid of all my mirrors, got it. I was playing rock, paper, scissors with myself in the bathroom. That is, until the mirror won. I installed a new camera system at my new home. I'm too scared to ask my family why they were standing at my door at night. My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help. I was scared to see my mom's dead body in the bathroom. That's not where I left it. What the fuck? I was alone at home and I suddenly sneezed. The phone rang and a voice said, bless you. My mother yelled for me downstairs, but my mom was asleep next to me. What if the person next to you wasn't your mom and your mom was actually downstairs? Or what if the person next to you was your mom and the person downstairs was not? I don't know what I would do. My sister said mommy killed her. Mommy says I don't have a sister. Fuck. I sat on my couch watching the news. They said they have caught the killer. Funny, I'm sitting right here. I cried when my mom chopped onions. He was a good dog. Fuck. I went to sleep and heard my mother say, good night. But my mother died 5 years ago. When people call our name, why do we always look back? Why don't we look up? Oh, fuck no. I woke up to my cat licking my hand. The only problem was I had left my cat outside for the night. My mom said my little sister is an angel, but when I threw her out of the balcony, she didn't fly. I should not be laughing at this. My brother told me once, Gabs, there's someone in my closet. I told him, no there isn't. I opened up the closet to see my brother inside. I mean, at that point, they're both catching these hands. I do not care. I always wondered why my mom never let me leave the house, so I snuck outside and wandered around. Then I saw a paper. Why did it have a picture of me? I always thought my cat had a staring problem. It turned out it was always looking behind me. Fuck no. My mom always used to say doorbells stop people from knocking. So I don't know why she said we had to move when I asked for a doorbell on my window. That just reminds me of the knockings that my brother keeps hearing in his window. Oh. I used to scam people by pretending I was a blind pianist. So I didn't know what to do when my sister came in, dragging her dead husband past me. You keep playing because... Sarah, stop! I yelled as I followed my girlfriend around at the mall. I don't know why she was there. The last time I saw her was when I buried her. Me and my friends looked at the mirror. They were smiling as we left the room. I banged from the inside of the mirror. That's not me. My son was making weird faces at the room where my late father, himself. He said that he was copying the floating man in the room. My name is Julian. While I was cleaning the kitchen with my mom, my little brother shouted, Julian, no! While he fell down the stairs, my mom turned her eyes upon me. Sarah comes over to my house. We were having fun. A minute later, I received a text that says, I can't come over today, I'm sorry. It's from Sarah. No! I woke up to the sound of people crying. I couldn't see anything and it was hard to breathe. When they calmed down, I heard a man say, we'll miss you. I was in my Uber when my phone rang. The text said, it's your Uber, I'm here. Whose car were you in? Is there any prettier sound than the cute little laughter of a baby? Except there isn't a baby in the house. Based on true events. I take a quick glare at our old mirror and sigh. I wish I had a brother, I say. Then someone whispered, me too. I live alone though. Yesterday, I was cleaning the house at 5 a.m. I heard my granny said, you should sleep some more. The problem is my granny died 3 years ago today. When I was younger, I lived with pets, so I was used to the occasional scratching at my door. Now that I live alone, it's much more unsettling. Excuse me? I woke up from a nightmare. I checked my phone. It was 3:07 a.m. Then I saw someone coming from the mirror. Terrified, I woke up again. Another nightmare. Checked my phone. It was 3:07 a.m. now! When I was checking my phone, I found a picture of me taken from the corner of the room while I was asleep on my bed. I live alone. One time at night, I heard my dog running around outside and barking, having a good time. The only problem was that my dog had been dead for 2 years. She was the most beautiful woman in the world. I knew I could never let her go. I'll never forget the sound of her voice because she constantly screams from my basement to let her go. Don't mess with @mentirosos, got it. It all started with Letty Loves You. Mirrors and dark corners have never been the same. The end. You're welcome. Guys, these 2-sentence horror stories that you guys left in my comments are like really good and scary. Thanks. My brother and I sat down with the Ouija board and both placed our hands on the planchette. He said, Cole, are you here with me? I moved the planchette to yes. I told her there was no monsters in her closet as I picked her up and told her she could sleep with us tonight. I figured that was the safest way of getting her out of the house without him realizing I saw him. All of my life, my parents have told me not to open the basement door, but I got curious and disobeyed them. What is the glowing ball in the sky and why does it hurt my eyes? I must admit, lucid dreaming really is as amazing as people say, but after 2 years, I'd like to wake up again. So who go wake her up? So she wrote this story while lucid dreaming? I'm just kidding. Guys, the next video, I'm going to be reading the 2-sentence horror stories that you left in my previous video. And if you want to leave any, please leave it in the comments below. Please, mommy, let us in, they screamed outside the house. Meanwhile, inside the house, a terrified woman desperately tried to call the police, unable to comprehend why those men were wearing the faces of her dead kids as masks. I was video chatting and dropped my phone on the floor. As I picked it up, my husband's face changed. He held his hands to his lips as if saying, be quiet. And to my horror, he wrote, there's a man under your bed. Fuck no. My mom says I need to start taking my schizophrenia medication again because it's unhealthy for me to suddenly stop taking them. But it's the only way I can keep her around. As I woke up in the middle of the night, I heard Alexa speak. Okay, the security alarms have been disabled. Okay. My family moved a lot when I was younger. Every time we saw a picture of me on the telephone pole, we would pack up. I had to read that one twice. What?